We back? I hope so. Okay. That was very much, no? Are we back now? Please. Do let me know. I think I got all... Do you think I got all dressed up and, Is it gonna stay? As long as I don't touch anything. Okay. Right, that's everything to the same vertical level. Oop, wrong thing. Okay, good start, good start. So we'll have this kind of like nice open area. We might have like what remains mildly of a building inside of it, but it'll be overtaken by a huge tree. That we are gonna make the centerpiece of our area here. Okay. Not just stone. There will be like bits of like andesite, mossy cobble, that kind of thing. Stone brick. Guys, it's not phonetically appropriate yet, come on. I keep telling you this. What sort of block palette are we working with? Well, we've basically got 3 different palettes to work with. We're gonna need the block palette for the ruined structure that the tree is inside of. We're then going to need the block palette for the tree itself, which is probably gonna be most likely these witch hazel ones. Whomstadove or whatadove are you? Oh, you're a silver fox. Hello. Do we have a net? Do we have a... I'm sure we had, like, capture device? Rat capture net? Nope. Use on a creature. Okay. Good enough. I have a soul of a silver fox, apparently. Keeping that. But okay, right. Yeah, looks like about everything's at the right level. How high do we want the walls to be? I think this is a decent height for the what's left of the perimeter walls. The actual towers can go much higher. Not sure you can get it out. I mean, I'd literally just right-clicked and captured it. I'd be surprised. Nope, there it is. We're good. Let me just add you to my lot here. I don't know how expensive a soul gem is, but we've got a fox. So okay, that's about 4 tall. Let's make sure this other side is the same. Okay. And then more or less just lift this edge as we go to make it similar all around. Pre-building a structure, yes. I am in creative mode now. I will not be staying in creative mode. I'm only in creative mode for basically these Day Zero streams. Just to have it just doesn't really make too terribly much sense for an archfey to start the season, as it were. Just like, I'm gonna build a house out of planks from the tree I just found. And I'm gonna just like dig a directly diagonal tunnel using stone tools. It doesn't make sense. I can have few resources, but having like no foundational structure doesn't make sense. So here we are. Okay, this can probably just be lifted entirely. Good, good, good. Again, we will integrate the tree once we actually have the rest of the structure around it. Archfey Lion was mugged and is starting from the beginning. God, imagine. It's not far wrong, actually. Okay. Good start, good start. Now let's see what we can do about putting a tower here. I've got this free area there. Let's dig that down. better see the shape this made. Okay. That looks like the point where it starts to repeat to me. So if we just sort of swing this back around, we should be able to make it into a proper tower. That's what the witch stole from them that they want back. Literally all of their possessions. Kieran Dave took Fei Lang's lunch money. This just in. It's entertaining, I'll give you that much. Okay. Let's just try... Is it 3? It's 4. How about that as a tower shape? I think that's fine. Function, so it doesn't need to look necessarily absolutely wonderful. Which took Fei Lang and shoot them upside down like in a cartoon and stole everything. Palette you want into repeated structures. Yep. But I would need to know what the structure is first. So either way, we're building. And then we can make a schematic, and then we can make it out of a block palette. And besides, I've got like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. we can spend some time here. Okay, how high do we think these towers were originally? Before they got hacked. Like if we say like this is the entry level, I want to say they'd be a bit higher than this. Like 3 or 4 floors kind of height. With like a nice like dome cap to the top of them. A little bit more. Wait, did the thing again? Go away. Yeah, that looks like a nice height to me. Okay, next one. Looks like we can actually do about the same pattern over here. I might curve this edge a little bit more. No, for now at least we'll keep it like that. This is very much the voice of lying, figuring things out as he goes. So, apologies. You were expecting Builder walks into a room and just instantly presume. Go away. That is gonna make this entryway a little narrow, but I think the bulk of trade and whatnot will go that way, so it's probably fine. Okay. How's that look on our map? Pretty nice, pretty nice. I think. Not a big fort. Doesn't need to be, just needs to be in the right place, essentially. Okay, this one I think can be a bit shorter. It's okay if one of your towers is shorter than the other. But this one can specifically be shorter because it's directly overlooking a hilltop, as it were. And yep, that's what we see. Good. Oh, this can definitely be lifted, I think. Okay, okay. So now we got that. Let's just sort of like demolish a little bit around the trees. Just sort of rubbly kind of a texture here. Wrong block, didn't want to remove that one. So this wall is definitely not going to be serving its purpose anymore, but... Any other trees I need to worry about? I don't think so. Okay. Just gonna add some greebling, essentially, around here. How's day -1 going? This is still, strictly speaking, day 0, but, you know. I guess computer indexing. Day 1. So yes, I just spent like another, what, like half an hour or so building this, and now I'm unbuilding it. That's what happens when you need to make a ruin. You know what it looked like first. Just making something like disheveled and look around like thrown together doesn't look quite as right if you didn't know what it looked like to begin with. So it's always best to actually like try and make it seem like a structure. Okay, so let's check the map. Yeah. Okay. And the towers. So we're just doing this in stone at the moment, but we will be swapping it out in a little bit. Okay, that's another thing I'll need to turn back on. Need to remember that. In fact, is there a clipboard of any kind in this mod pack? Not really. Worth looking for them. Worth a check. But yeah, that's a good start. That is a good start. Oh, did I forget a water? Okay. So let's see. Let's plonk a doorway here. Makes sense to have one here. And let's grab ourselves some planks so that we know where the flooring is. A notes mod is client side? I guess, but I'd have to restart my client, which takes a not small amount of time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay. Let's just add these in, and then again we can break them. Q&A while waiting for the mod pack to reload when. I mean, I practically had that just while waiting to get into the server. God, this reminds me of some old structures I made for nature reclaims back in the day. Just like very simple test structures to see how a structure would fall apart. Tell light to turn on the rain at the start of the sun. Yeah, basically. Right. What noise was that? Yeah. Okay. Basically just nature claims, but with Fae. You're not wrong. Dynamic surroundings, having a field day with the interior here. Let's see, where's that? It's like an hour again. There, okay. Plonking in windows, where windows would be useful. Does that noise seriously just play anywhere like that? Okay. A basic tower. An exceedingly basic tower. And now we get to trash it. Don't think we'll need stairs, but we can add stairs later. But let's start. I think the major source of the damage to the structure is probably going to be from this middle area where we have our tree. So from there, we want to just sort of hack it up right here. And from here, we will then spread inwards into the towers, getting rid of parts of the flooring and parts of the walling and making things just fall all the way down, essentially. So that's already a start, but obviously we got a lot more to go here. What are you holding? What do you have there? Is that gunpowder? Where and when did you get gunpowder? Okay, I'm gonna cheat a little bit here. And just sort of add gravel. Because it means I can destroy this upper side and not have to worry too much about where I want to put the rubble. I can just drop it off the side and it'll... I did have a concept for a variation on gravel, actually, that falls down, but then occasionally randomly tries to, like, move left and right, that kind of thing. So it's sort of like, initially isn't a pillar, but then over time it becomes more of a, like, a mound. Okay, there we go. We're back. Whew. Little unnerving, not gonna lie. Okay, this top level should definitely be almost entirely gone, I think. Poke some holes in this one. I think we need more of this side gone. Obviously we're going to be doing some damage to the other sides as well, but these should be by far the most damaged. And let's get some nice log in here. What looks like a nice bit of like really old log? Ooh, Laku Grove looks pretty nice. Maybe a bit of Helix Tree. That's also from the end though. Oh, Green Enchanted. Also Imbued Nightshade. Let's have a look at these. like, both of these as just themselves is a bit much, I think. You still hear me, but I'm not moving. Refresh. I have had that error myself. Like, the Nightshade does look good. I think if we mixed it together with its non-imbued variant, maybe? So, like, 1, 2, 3, Does the Nightshade glow is my next question, I guess. No, it does not. Okay. Worth checking. Worth checking. I also have not the foggiest... Stripped? I prefer these to be like actual logs than stripped logs. But if we have a look at the... blah blah. Yeah, I guess dark oak could work. Yeah, that's probably the best option. So in the directions where these are still mostly upright, we want these to actually have the logs. You did not answer my winger question. I don't think that, are you kidding me? I know that sound. Yeah, called it. Inevitable, inevitable. Yeah, I don't feel like Archfey Lang would have like wings, personally. I think that they're more like a courtesan kind of fae. But fans are free to interpret how they like. Interpret or reinterpret how they like. Okay, let's move these out and step. Because I think having them right by the windows is a little cluttered. Like less Midsummer Night's Dream, more like when you go to the Fae Court. That's more like the Archfey that I think of when I think of Feylang. Asking about wigs. I mean, I haven't determined as yet if Feylang is the kind of Fae that like is so out of date in their styles that they look that they would have like powdered wigs. So who knows? Who knows? Yeah. Let's damage this side now too. Because buildings don't tend to fall down one side exclusively. You can imagine there might have been glass in the windows a while back, but... Is that thing I said about witch possibly having a tail but never specifying what kind still true? Is that retconned? I mean, they're shapeshifters. They're a mild shapeshifter, so they can have whatever they like, really. Wait, that was... I heard... These headphones cannot be on backwards. Why did I hear villager over here? Is there a wandering trader here as well? Like the element of the wandering traders and whatnot, that they'll just like show up occasionally. Like that's nice, makes it feel like your base is like an actual like place of stopping, that kind of thing. But also there's the factor that like I'm in the middle of nowhere and I can encounter a wandering trader. That doesn't feel quite as good. Cape that turns into wings. Nice idea. Because I feel with Feylang you probably want to be more like butterfly wings, that kind of flies around here. Does this look sufficiently... Okay. Yeah. I think that particular piece looks a little bit... Maybe a little too much missing here. Like, just like that. Or maybe just like embellish a little more over this way. Okay. Probably wants to have like an interior column that would explain why like any part of this is still upright. Let's see, do we have a pillar? Okay, good. Any pillars that be... Oh, demon stone, that sounds perfect. Weathered limestone pillar and a side pillar. That'll do. That will suffice quite nicely. Okay, so about there. Yeah. Yeah. Over here. How am I hearing you over here? Like, what's... There's no one else here, unless he's specifically hiding from the ratsman. Very odd. There. Makes sense that be there. Okay, let's also... Like, am I hearing it echo? Is that what's happening? Like, is his sound bouncing off the interior walling because of dynamics surrounding? Lord, if it's that complicated. Oh, that's you. Okay. Right. This up a bit. Okay. That looks pretty nice. Pretty nice. Okay. How about the other one? So we presume the same kind of height of the levels, so be about there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so just the one. Okay. Kill him and see if you still hear it. I mean, I've heard bad things happen when you do that. Then again, I am incorrect, but I just don't want to wreck this place just yet. I want to wreck this place in the manner that I intend to wreck it. Okay. A thoughtful wrecking, yeah. Wrecked as nature and time intended. Okay. So from there, yep, just needs a central pillar. I wonder if I have a memory leak somewhere. Okay. Second verse, same as the first. We want to be wrecking predominantly on the interior side here, because we presume that there's a big tree going there. So virtually nothing on this innermost angle should survive. And I kind of want this one to be worse off than its larger twin. They're still largely recognizable as what it were. Are they healthy rats? At least for now, they appear to be healthy rats. To stand in for bits of rock that fell. Like that, conveniently. Ow. Nobody here is going to understand what a daub is, but nonetheless. Did that sound come across on the mic? I hope so. Okay. How is that looking, everybody? Very bland, not the final color palette, but I'd like, but doing daub as a stim? I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I think that's looking good. Plushie daub, that's a little bit difficult for today's plushie friend. Because, I don't think they can reach. I guess. That's the closest they're getting, I think. Ear daub? That's just, like... Are those paler or desaturated planks that could be used for weathered wood? Most likely. Like, we have a lot. Like, that shimmer wood looks good, except that it changes color. Bunch of roofing materials. Oh, the charred planks look nice. We got the rainbow eucalyptus as well. I might have used something like that. Pine and palm look very good. There's a lot of like subtle kind of textures that we can use. Okay, so let's see if I know how to do this thing. First, we need to swap all of the. We need to like get the ground out for stone. So let's start with. Oh, it would help if you actually gave me coordinates rather than that. Thank you very much. Shimmerwood, your beloved. Looks like this place had an accident a while ago. It's a very old place. Don't know if this is going to be too big of an ask, but let's find out. Yeah, I think here should be good. Okay. Whoop. And we want stone. Make it actual stone. Replace gravel. There we go. So now all of our gravel is in stone. Fine. Very good. No world edit? Not on this server, no. I don't even know if world edit is like available. Okay, empty schematic from create schematic table. Used as a recipe ingredient and for writing at the schematic table. Write save schematics onto an empty schematic. When given an empty schematic, upload the chosen file from your schematics folder. Schematic and quill. Select two corner points using right click. Okay, that's the one I want then. I think. And then control scroll on the faces to adjust the size. Okay, right. So we do want to capture that, and we do want to capture that. So we want to be right under here. It's occurred to me that this might have difficulties on the sheer grounds. We've already built the schematic on a structure, on like a level. But yeah, I guess we find out. Okay, come on. No? Please tell me that we haven't built larger than your limit. Okay, wants to stop there. There. I think. So now it's had to scroll on the sides. I don't know what it means by that. Sorry, it doesn't mean about that. Control scroll, okay. Why do you go like that? Come on. There you go. Nope. Behave. There we are. Okay. Okay, good. I think it came out a step too far here. Okay. It's gonna be real interesting. Gonna be real interesting, that's for sure. Okay, that seems to have caught everything. Good. Right, Lang's adventures in using schematics. Here we go. Schematic name. Old Fort. You find a lot of those at the pub. Old Forts. Okay, save and deploy. No. Save. Saved as schematics, Old Fort. Okay. What now? Schematic cannon. Okay. Shoots blocks to recreate a deployed schematic in the world. Use items from adjacent inventory as fuel. This, I understand, is the thing that you use, at least in survival, for this. I have not the foggiest. It's the thing that we use in creative as well. But it's what we got, I think. Look, the root stalker's getting away. Oh no. Our defenses. Okay, that's the one, alright. I guess we just put a blank schematic there, so yeah, this we don't need. Our soul guard. You had one job! Okay. This large, is this too large for a clone command? That's my question. Okay. Clone, diddle a bit. What's the Y value at the top of this as well? Y value at the top of this is 89. About there. Just waiting for me to break this over. Not inconceivable. Okay, I need to know what coordinates I'm at here. Come on. which is easier when you're not massive ton of stuff. Okay, so we are at 3427. Oh, 89. 195. Okay, clone uses the lowest values in on each axis in order to determine the origin point of the structure. So in this case, that's 3374 70 9195. So 3374. We're gonna pick something like 170. Just so these things are definitely separate. That's gonna make this look a bit weird. Just ahead of time. And let's see. 9195. Okay. In fact, the difference between these things is about 20 blocks in height. Actually, let's go for 200. It'll just be high in the sky. Okay. This may take some time. There you go. Oh no, the hemp. Did we catch it all? Don't need to worry about it. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. We got everything. So now, in that same area, we get rid of the stone, and we try to get this cannon to work, I guess. Where's my cannon? There's my cannon. Alright, mobs. Plunk you there. Okay, give you a chest. Don't know if you'll accept mod chests, so we'll just set with what we got. So, fill that. Air. Replace. It's just occurred to me, there is stone underground. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Probably. There's gonna be a lot. So, yep, that is all of our stone boundary gone. Guessing I give you a schematic. Okay, we do need to do a little bit for here, I think. So that, and that. Get this into a potable form. Yes, I want that. Gunpowder for the cannon? Yes, I know. Okay, so the only missing blocks are all of the stone. So, from there, we need to give it basically our stone palette. Can always reset the church, good to know. Okay, there we are. When held, can be positioned the tools on screen. Yay. Oh boy. This is gonna be the hard parts. Where... I always reset the chunk. Yeah, I guess. It's fine. Also, please know, because there's a lot of stuff here I built. Okay, quick question for anyone that's used this before. When I hit deploy, can I move it? Because if not, I'm about to heck this up a lot. Like, I have the coordinates where it should be, but I don't know exactly where the middle of that is. Okay, let's presume that it's this area. Here. If I stare straight down, anyone here beyond maybe Kieran even used this? Good point, good point. Well, here goes nothing. Oh, grand! There is a move. Oh, there's even like a thing here. Okay, left Alt to focus. Okay, yeah, it's loading in. Loading in. Right. Okay, scroll to cycle, move on the Y. Nope. Control, scroll to move up and down. Okay. Oh, that's interesting to watch, that's for sure. Okay, right there. Nope. There, okay, right there. That is trippy. Oh, Jax, good to see you. That is very trippy to look at. The Z fighting is real. Okay. What are my other options here? Moves the structure to a location? Nope. Rotate? Nope. Flip? Nope. Instantly places the structure in the world. Not what I'm looking for. Moves the structure to a location. What is the distinction between that and print? I guess that's what I was using before? Is this now what I give the cannon? Make sure it is deployed at a specific location. Okay. So I guess this is where I have to, like, go for that. Control scroll, hit control, hold control to select at a fixed distance. Right click on the ground to place, we did that already. If I mess this up. I think I go with print. Tools for crit, no, okay, not that, not print, not print. Do I just give this to the cannon then? I presume I just give this to the cannon. It's not registering a problem, so good start. Don't replace solid blocks. Yes, thank you. Replace solid with solid. Nope. Replace solid with any. Replace solid with empty. Skip missing blocks. Protect tile entities. I think that's all good. Okay. Right. As near as I know, that's fine. So let's give this a bunch of gunpowder. Okay. And now you need blocks, so let's assemble our pallets. I think stone is an obvious one. Let's give you some stone. There's going to be a lot of this, so don't blame. Obviously we want cobble. Cobble is an obvious one. I just need to remember to clear my advancements at some point. And before it's not fine. Oh, of course it's not fine. Let's mix in some andesite. Andesite always looks nice. A little bit of polished andesite, I think. Some gravel makes sense. If it messes up, then that's also okay. Let's see, some moss, I think. Some mossy cobblestone. Not the infested mossy bricks, the regular mossy bricks. As well as the cracked stone bricks. Okay. I think obviously some regular bricks make sense as well. Just not the infested. Okay. Who's up here? Who's hanging out up here? Just a zombie. Right. As far as I know, that's all set to go. We'll know pretty swiftly if it isn't. Okay, so there's our palette, essentially. Right, let's push play, I guess. I got nothing. I got nothing. Concrete powder? Concrete powder's good, but it doesn't... if it gets wet, it changes its texture, which I don't like too much. What have we missed here? Position the hologram as desired and use a schematic cannon to build it. Which I thought we were doing currently. What is the problem? Press play again. There we go. Oh right, it's also replacing the stone we got rid of underground. Well, at least it's gonna probably go through all of that first. Could be here a ways. I also have no idea how much stone we, like, shifted. Does concrete powder get wet when it rains? No, but... no idea how much I'm gonna be, using water. So I don't really want to make it so that we have a fit. Okay, there we go. There's a view. Now we can tell how much we, got rid of. Yep, here it comes. Okay, so not too much. Couple of stacks maybe. Okay, it is nearly through that stone. And then it'll start using other stuff. We mostly want it to actually, like, get to the surface, as it were, before it starts doing, the other stuff. I'm gonna need, like, an andesite chest, that's for sure. I know that much. Because, create actually gives a use to the other stone types. I think that creeper is about to get hacked. Yeah, you're just in a steadily enclosing space, my dude. But okay. Grand and good. So we'll do this with the stone, and then we'll get rid of all of the planks, and we'll do a similar thing there. And it should be good. Oh, you... what's up? You've stopped because you've run out of stone. I could have sworn I told you. Replace solid with any. The cannon will place solid blocks in its working area if the schematic contains any block at the location. Solid with empty can will clear out all blocks in its working area, including those replaced by air. Missed the explanation of why you're doing this? Because we can give this any block and it will replace. Be able to just actually give it a pallet. Can will only replace solid blocks in its working area if the schematic contains a solid block at the location. Can will never replace any solid blocks in its working area, only non-solid at air. There should be a thing. The cannon cannot find a required block for placement. We can do it the next. Nope. We should be able... yeah, it's currently complaining that it doesn't have any stone, but it has plenty of blocks that it should be able to use. So I think I've missed something here. Only question being what? Is there like a setting on the schematic I can change? Sure. That's gonna start replacing everything that we still have. We're trying to basically use what we have left behind as like a mask, as it were. Is this really just gonna only take the... oh, well, there goes the plague doctor. Death by zombie. Yeah, we basically spent a couple hours setting up a foundational landscape, and then we built our basic structure with just like blank textures to the extent. And now what we're trying to replace those blank textures with an actual color palette so that it looks significantly more interesting than what we just had. Especially because doing that by hand would take forever. Yeah, it doesn't seem to comprehend that it can use the other blocks. Which is a little bit of a problem. Place books here to print a checklist. Can I tell from the book to not care? Also, this gives an idea of how much stone. Actually not that much. 19 stacks. Less than a chest. Let's see, 9, 18. Yeah, less than a chest. Am I going about this the wrong way? Am I just about to start printing an entire stone structure? Blue. Yeah, Dave, if you know a better way to do this, do let me know. I have a backup up there, just in case this doesn't work. Yep, out again. Yeah, I am fairly certain this is just gonna rebuild the stone rather than replacing it with a suitable alternative material. Which is not what I want it to do. What I could do is use our thing up there, say replace with any. Would that do the trick? We would need to like make sure we got rid of all of the ground there though. So have a like schematic that was just the actual structure and none of the terrain. So to that end, let me just put a pause on you for a hot second. Gonna need that. Let's hop on over to, see, here's a convenient space. Evidently there was some kind of train line that ran through here, judging by these cobble blocks. Okay, let's see what we can do. So let's just make a big, like, something in a recognizable form. Good enough. Did I spell my name? Very crudely. Okay. So that is a model of just the actual thing. I just needed something that I could actually, like, directly reference. Okay, give you that. Give you more gunpowder than any reasonable establishment is going to use. And we want replace solid with any. Okay. And you're going to want a chest. And in that chest, we will place something that is not remotely... Okay. So that is not a material that was the least bit used here. But we do actually want to deploy here, so let's just plonk you there. Yeah, that's good. And we already know that it's fine as it is for that part. I think we just have to push this. Okay, ready to go, and... missing item andesite, because we gave it granite. Okay. Let's check our settings here. Don't replace solid with solid, replace solid with any. Replace solid blocks in its working area if the schematic contains a block at the location. Replace solid with empty. Skip, protect. Yeah, I actually think that this does need to be exactly the materials it started with. Ooh, that's a pain. So if we just give this andesite, it'll work, but only if it's andesite. Yeah. That is bothersome. That means this does not work in the manner that I believed it did. Yay. Oh, it just deletes it. Well, that's convenient. Okay. We need an alternative solution. Because that means that we're just gonna be plonking down exactly what we just got rid of. Dave, I know you're in the chat. Any ideas? Oh, and Fuzz is in the chat as well, Hungy. Might as well just leave it running. Let it do its thing. What are you? A baby skeleton? A baby skeleton in, like, steel. Yeah, somebody in chat mentioned an alternative method of doing this. Do let me know. I don't know how to do it via world edit. I don't believe that we have world edit. I'd be surprised. No, we do not. We have a slash water strainer, apparently. Oh, it's... Huh. Okay, yeah, top left there. I think... I'm not sure what I'm looking at there. That just showed up. You doing okay there, bud? When's dinner? Shortly after this stream. You have options tonight. You can have chili con carne or you can have bolognese. Oh, server backup. That's what that was. Will that use a slash? Yeah, nothing. Okay, so yeah, there should be. Let's see if we can find something in the command set. Create has a command? Apparently. Clone will not work in this fashion. Although... No, because we still need to actually, like, have a thing. I don't see anything resembling a world edit here. There's a lot of stuff in here, I gotta say. But, no. Dang. I'll, like, end the stream and I'll go into, like, the Create Wiki, which is, by the way, barely there at all. But I'll just immediately find the solution to what we're trying to do here. Probably. Set block? Nope. Set faction? That's not mine. Settlement's mine. I know that one. Structure gel? Oh, nope, I do not see a obviously named command that would do what we're looking for. Oh, I think it's run out of stone. I'll leave the one in the sky for the time being. Because it's useful backup if nothing else. Gonna go feral if you don't eat soon. Is dinner happening in the next hour? Probably. If I don't find a solution to this in like the next 10 minutes, then yes. And I gotta be honest, I'm probably not finding a solution to this in the next 10 minutes. But it's nice to watch at least. Fuzz dons the camo paint and hunts their prey in urban areas. Oh no, yeah, you give them far too much, like, you dramatically exaggerate how difficult it will be for Fuzz to find food. Because they will walk into my office and consume me. I'm fairly certain cannibalism isn't covered by the Twitch terms of service, so... Although that said, I don't know if there are, like, hunting streams, come to think of it. There very well could be, I don't know. That's a thought. Huh. Is that a kind of, like, just chatting stream? God, how would they even go? So anyways, I was just, like, in the grocery late the other weekend. And there was this kid on his, like, scooter just riding down the alleyway, just, like... God, that'd be a weird... That'd be a very interesting variant on the food streams. the social eating streams. Barbecue from backyard to a grill. Yep, there it is. It is just rebuilding what we already had. Took me a second to realize why the map hasn't changed. It's because we've got the version floating above us. You can just make out the outline of it. Wish we had a Nerf gun. I definitely do somewhere. Though I don't think it's in this household, but I definitely have some. Lucian, so help me, if I get like a package in the P.O. Box and it's like, if it's just like intentionally directed at Fuzz and it turns out to be a Nerf gun, I'm going to be quite annoyed. Especially if it's like one of the battery power ones, like a Vulcan or something. There's better uses for your money? Yeah, there's much better uses for your money, like supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/lying. Oh, hey! It's one of mine! And it is non-plague as well. Hello. How are you doing? Yeah, big boy, big rat. And I don't think it's in the version that's currently on the server, but in the next version when giant rats spawn, there's a fairly decent chance that they will, on initial spawning in the world, they will have a few smaller rats around them of the same breed, which means that their group AI comes in more. So yeah. And what is this? Oh, that's the root stalker. My dude, you're not gonna want to stand there for very long. Just letting you know. That'd be interesting, actually. It'd be like interesting if the cannon like informs mobs in the area that they're about to stand where it's gonna place a solid block that would hurt them. It just like tells them to move. But okay, well, today we've learned a few things. We do have our structure, we just need to get it in the right block palettes. And we have learned from start to finish how to use the schematic cannon of Create. So progress is had. We've still got like 3 weeks for me to figure this whole thing out. So, it's fine. That's why we set the start date on April 3rd. But okay, I'm gonna leave this running, I think, for a little bit. At least until it's concluded, or at least thinks it will be. So how may have fed into this thing now? At least we know what our block palette will be. We know what blocks we want it to use, even if it's not using them currently. Worst comes to worst, I'll just do it by hand, and it'll be laborious and tedious, but it's fine. Progress is nonetheless made. In a weird fashion, but it's made. Okay, so yes, it sounds like I'm about to go and, like, get eaten if I don't go and make food instead, so, yeah. This'll be, back up to its standard in the sky, for the next stream. I don't know 100% when that might be. That could be Monday, depending on how quickly I figure this out. But keep an eye out on Twitter, because there will be alerts for it there. Other than that, my next stream should be tomorrow at 9 with the carousel, where I talk with the patrons and play some randomly selected games from our wheel. Then on Tuesday, we definitely have some more building blocks where I get to work on the rats and whatnot. This time around, we'll probably be working on wargs and wargs, which are the goblin wolves. They're poor, abused little puppers, but you can rescue them if you're particularly sneaky about it. And then on a Thursday, we have some Among Us as well with the World Madness crew. And we'll be back, probably, if not Monday, certainly Friday, for more work on Come Block Home. So keep an eye out on the social medias and whatnot. But the day 1 is officially scheduled for April 3rd. So I hope you will enjoy our stuff then. Other than that, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll catch you all as ever next time.